Kevin, is someone in pit lane?
Colton Herta is going after it. Lap 3, Takuma Sato also is changing. It's the alternate Firestone, the red. These are soft. He's got an extra set. Colton Herta is ready to gamble and see if he can keep it on the track.
That's a brave move.
It's very brave, but not a bad call. He's got to roll the dice from where he was. But one thing that's important to remember, guys, is by starting on wet, by declaring a wet race, the tire rules go out the window. There is no need to run both the primary black sidewall tires and the alternate red sidewall tires. The reds have been the preferred all weekend. As we see a car around, looks like Graham Rahal, Marcus Ericsson backwards in turn 7.
They're on wet tires, but you can see side-to-side contact on the sidewall of Graham's left rear tire. All kinds of chaos.
Devlin DeFrancesco side by side with 6-time champion Scott Dixon. Christian Lundgaard may be back there as well.
By the way, no further action from race control for that quick shortcut on the opening lap by Dixon. I think race control saw that he had nowhere to go, the PNC Bank Honda, so no problem there. GMR Grand Prix of Indianapolis sees the full course caution for the second time, and the reason being involves the one-time championship leader this year, and he is out of the car. That's Joseph Newgarden in the PPG Chevy. And this is what happened. Takuma Sato in the purple and white car. There was a little bit of hustle and bustle going on there. But what was the ultimate undoing? Contact with Alexander Rossi. The black and red car is Jack Harvey, and that was enough to cut down a tire. But maybe there's something more.
Newgarden just a bit of a ping pong ball here. Harvey trying to sneak up the inside. I don't think expected Rossi to come down like that. They were 3 wide. I think Rossi probably thought they were 2 wide.
I think that's exactly right. I don't think Rossi had any idea Joseph was there, or sorry, that Jack was there. So on the outside now, you see the initial contact, and now he's just trying to lean on him a bit and force him to lift, not realizing that he's got Harvey on the inside of him. For all we know, Joseph didn't even know that because his eyes were forward looking at Alex.
Hard on acceleration.
Yeah,
I don't think Rossi appreciated the contact, first of all.
He did.
Rossi was going straight to the white line no matter what.
You can see Joseph just didn't have the grip there. He drove right into Alex. Alex gave him the room.
And a little forklift effect there that brings him up and spins him around. Prior to that, Kyle Kirkwood for AJ Foyt Racing in the Rocket Chevy. And that was all by himself. He went deep into turn 7. Check this out here. Challenging on Connor Daly and goes deep, too deep.
Yeah, just lost his references maybe down in the corner side by side with Connor Daly, and I've seen this a couple times today. Slick tires, wet grass, no good.
Meanwhile, Colton Herta in this black and yellow Gainbridge Honda, he gets another flying restart. He wants to try and clear out because he had over a 3-second lead over Pato O'Ward when the caution came out.
I'll tell you, Pato O'Ward seems to have great straight line speed there. Closed a big gap as Takuma Sato goes to the inside. Big move.
Good job. Way to go. Way to go. You're clear.
That was on willpower. And that was very decisive. Another one in the grass, and it's Rinus VK.
Him and contact. Devlin DeFrancesco, the 21 started to go around. Nowhere for him to go there.
First job there, guys.
That started a few laps ago. Callum Ilott was forced off by Rinus VK when he was trying to get by the first time. So Callum kind of returning the favor there coming out of Townsend, and unfortunately, the half spin led to contact with Devlin DeFrancesco. Nowhere for the 29 to go.
Massive damage to VK's floor there on the right side, just in front of the right rear tire. DeFrancesco, see the whole thing is chewed up right here. DeFrancesco, I think, hit pretty square. I'm not sure that there's much damage there, if you can believe that. That was pretty big contact with the T-bone, but if you hit it square on the nose, these cars are really strong hitting just the nose. If you clip the wing, they can fall apart pretty easily, but that nose is like a center punch.
AMR safety team has been worked overtime here in this race for being so young. Only 20 laps into this 85 lapper. Here it is. Ilott has a slight contact there with VK. Now watch this. Boom.
I mean, that's a pretty good save from Devlin, keeping it locked up until the angle was a little better, was able to just keep the thing pointed straight. But
yeah, Devlin thought about going to the right, but wasn't really a hole there to make that work. And just looking at the left front there, of DeFrancesco. It looks all right. Here's another angle. Watch Ilot's hand. Boop.
Yeah, opens his hand just a little bit there. Again, I think just returning the favor from before.
So different here in the wet, in that the moment a tire touches that grass, it's game over. You can run the grass and the dry pretty well here around Indy. VK struggling to get it back to pit lane.
Struggling to get it back to the racetrack.
And there's going to be a lot of carbon bits, I think, potentially on the racetrack here with the damage to that floor. If he doesn't take it too easy, he's got a flat right rear now also.
Tire flat, take it easy.
And these yellow laps, guys, it's just helping Colton Herta, helping everyone in the top 15, really. Just clocking off those yellow laps, taking care of it. He got to be very careful with that tire.
So the issue isn't the rain, folks, because IndyCars race in the rain. It's only that earlier today we had lightning strikes close enough by, so if that comes back, this may be a race declared once it hits halfway. But Marcus Ericsson in the Husky Chocolate Honda sees that green. Kirkwood right behind. Dixon in the mix. There's Colton Herta. Here are the Arrow McLaren SP twins.
Slick tires, wet racetrack. Watch out.
Colton Herta shaking all over. Kumasato on the outside of Jack Harvey and around.
Teammates contact nose to nose.
He tried to go, Pato Award tried to go through on Colton Herta. It did not work out, and it's worked out even worse for his teammates. Sato goes around.
And look at the rain is coming. This is huge for Rossi. Caution is out. Alexander Rossi took a gamble, and it's about to pay off under caution.
Guys, so did Devlin DeFrancesco is actually ahead of him on the track. So essentially, Devlin DeFrancesco is leading.
A lap down, I think.
Is he a lap down?
2 laps down.
Oh, I take that back.
From the contact
of course.
earlier.
Yes, that's right. Of course. So yeah, you can see Alexander Rossi trying to keep these tires wet. He's going offline there. Disaster for Felix Rosenqvist. Another strong result on the cards.
Oh,
having it all come unwound like that. They were just terrible.
I mean,
they were right there.
A minute ago, they were running 1-2. They were having a great day.
They were right there. Pato Award tried to go for the big move on the inside on Colton Herta, got pinched a little bit, spins, and nose to nose with his teammate.
Hard lap. There you
Listen
go.
to the spotter.
Oh, and then Takuma Sato right in front of Jack Harvey, who managed to avoid that. Great for Jack to get around all of that mess. He's just picking his way off here up through this field. Scott McLaughlin nearly collected on the back end of that McLaren sandwich.
McLaughlin went the outside. Harvey went through the middle. Sato got on the grass and spun. So it was very fortuitous for McLaughlin. This is from Pato Award.
Listen to the revs.
Left side.
Yeah, no contact, just lost the back of the car.
Well, he had to kind of pinch off the exit to avoid contact, and I think that was enough to spin him around. Great shot here. On board with Rosenqvist.
Oh, I mean, if Rosenqvist had just kept his hand, right hand down, he would have been able to maybe get around, but he thought that Pato was going to spin across him, and he diverted left. So tough to make that call.
Anywhere for Rosenqvist to go there, and just brutal for the team and both drivers. Now it seems like the sun's back out. I don't know, pit lane, Marty, what's going on with the weather?
So where is Grosjean now? He's gone from fighting in the top 5 to being run in 11th. That is Kyle Kirkwood, who's had a pretty animated race, at least to say the least.
Time off track today.
He's 2 laps down. He held on to those rain tires even longer than Alexander Rossi did, so a lot of time lost with the 14 there.
We have gearbox damage.
Gearbox damage. That was Kyle Kirkwood on the radio saying.
I don't know if that's from contact or if that's just gearbox damage from something going wrong with the shift. Oh, he got hit by Graham Ray.
Whoever that was.
Look at the rain into turn 1. Graham has no grip on the rain there.
Now that one, race control, almost certainly is going to review. On board with Ray Hall.
So this is down into turn 12 here. Yeah, really nothing Kyle could do, obviously, in that one.
And guys, guess who they were behind? They were behind the Lucas Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren SP. JPM, Juan Pablo Montoya, has come from 23rd to 9th. There he is, the veteran, the legend, the 7-time Formula One Grand Prix winner, 2-time Indy 500 winner and IndyCar champion.
I think we're either this lap or next lap.
This was all about just a warm-up drive.
Montoya saying we need to pit either this lap or the next lap, and that has to do with weather. Rain is almost everywhere now, Dylan. These guys need wets. but the gap keeps growing, not shrinking, between Pagenaud and Herta.
Almost 2 seconds gained just on that lap since Colton went off in turn 12 there, so he's under control. He's got this one in the bag. He's got the best seat in the house. No cars in front of him, no visibility issues to contend with. Look at all the water just coming off of those Firestone wet tires. This is a soaked racetrack.
But you know what you haven't heard any driver say on the radio? They have not been complaining about visibility through the aero screen. This is the biggest test in the wet for the aero screen that was implemented a couple of years ago, and the visibility has seemingly been okay. That's Montoya. Montoya is out of the race after such a positive run.
Guys, this is going to bring out a caution and end this race. That is it. Colton Herta.
That's turn 14 for Montoya.
It's turn 12. I don't know if through turn 11 maybe he either got together with someone, caught a snap, went up on the wall, but caution is out, a minute and a half to go.
And that is the first look of calm and assuredness out of Bryan Herta all day. Bryan Herta knows that this is the break they've needed.
But we've seen how tricky these conditions are even under safety car, Johnson. So if no other time, I wouldn't be counting my chickens just yet.
I wonder how it all went wrong for Montoya. Well, he was part of that cluster of cars that was going back and forth, lots of contact, lots of wheel dropping, left rear's torn up, left front is torn up.
Gotta think maybe had an issue through the turn 11, the long sweeping right-hander there, because I think he made contact. Yeah, I think he just lost it through that long sweeping left or right-hander, sorry, and collected the wall. Heavy damage to that car.
What a shame. He was having such a brilliant run to be well and truly inside the top 10.